How and why are films scary? What does it take to elicit physical and psychological reactions from an audience? Many films may employ a strategy known as the jump scare to achieve horror. This is a common editing technique in which a sharp music cue accompanies a rapid cut to the antagonist assaulting a character or other dangers. While this technique may be able to cause an audience member to briefly leave their seat, films are rarely remembered for jump scares alone. So why is it that Stanley Kubrick's The Shining has haunted the chatter of horror fans for the last 40 years? Atmosphere, in regards to film, is an effect that is generated by the film's editing, audio design, acting, directing, and mise-en-scène, working in tandem to create a certain tone for the film's setting or situations. Often, films that are touted as classics within the horror community focus on creating a palpable atmosphere rather than exploiting their audience's fight or flight reflex. The Shining is one of those films. However, unlike most works of horror, The Shining does not utilize darkness or a foreign setting to explore the fear of the unknown. So how is it capable of visually creating such a chilling atmosphere? A hotel is a structure meant to house people. They are highly populated and therefore large to accommodate such usage. However, the Torrances are in the Overlook during the off-season. Rather than having its halls occupied by its visitors, the Overlook stands nearly empty, seemingly lying in wait. Therefore, the audience sees a familiar environment in an unfamiliar fashion, causing any viewer to become uneasy. Kubrick also makes the hotel seem fairly uniform, creating a setting in which landmarks are difficult to distinguish from one another, causing even the most perceptive of travelers to become lost within its crimson halls. That, combined with the Overlook's many winding paths and open foyers, and the claustrophobic and agoraphobic alike, are bound to feel ill. These concepts all take a typical setting and twist it, ever so slightly, into the uncanny. And this is one of the many aspects of the film that punctuate its tone. Kubrick hired Garrett Brown, the inventor of the Steadicam, in order to create a claustrophobic sensation within the movie. The camera is often following closely behind a character as they move through the Overlook, making it seem as if the characters are both being watched and restrained. However, the film also elicits the opposite effect in certain scenes, dwarfing the characters amongst their oppressive setting, making them seem powerless within the grounds of the Overlook. The Shining is remembered because it is able to mortify audiences with creeping tension and its uncanny nature, rather than relying on the typical tricks employed by most horror films. Plainly, The Shining provides a unique experience in which nearly every shot of the film feels sinister and plotting, mimicking the spirits that haunt the Overlook's very halls. It is remembered because Kubrick managed to craft a tone that was not only narratively cohesive, but both haunting and mesmerizing. A cinematic vision that is so captivating, not even modern audiences can look away.